Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do The Astounding Wolf-Man Complete Collection by Robert Kirkman and Jason Howard from Image Comics. I totally forgot that this character existed. I got it secondhand for its very cheap price. So what is this? Well, this is the hardcover. I believe it's also is it oversized? Yeah, I believe it's it's oversized. And it is thick. This is 634 pages. And it collects the Astounding Wolf-Man 1 to 25 and Invincible 57. And so this was a new, character for me, and I thought I'd pick it up. And I'm a floppy guy. I couldn't get the floppies, so probably I need to get the Invincible books too. And I had a blast. When I read the first day, I read 6 issues back to back. Now I'm at till issue number 20, and it's really good. It has the same tone and feel of Invincible. Jason Howard is, I read a couple of books from Jason Howard. He's a good artist, but I didn't like his art here. Ryan Ottley is taking over later, and you see it. It's similar, but Ryan Ottley is, in my opinion, better. So it's about Gary Hampton, and he is, I don't know, in the woods with his family, and then basically, it's heavy. He's being mauled by an animal, so he survives. His family is very upset, and then when he's lying in bed later, he's basically transforming into his other selves, and goes outside. Now the problem that I have with this with the art of Jason Howard is this, it's a little bit too cartoony and the very thick black lines disturb me a little bit, but I really got accustomed to it because the story is very good. Gary here is the typical good guy. He's a millionaire. He has a loving wife and children. His wife knows, not yet that he is a wolf, but then she's finding out because he's waking up, and then there is a surveillance camera, and this is basically his friends. He's basically, how do you say? He's not really Jarvis, but he's some kind of a caretaker. His confidence, not sure. And but then this guy comes in, Zachariah, and he's a vampire, and basically learning the ropes through Zachariah. He's teaching him, but you can say, okay, but is he going to be a superhero? Well, he is taking, doing some superhero stuff because he knows he's a wolf and he wants to do the right thing. That's basically his nature. Although he owed a mega company, but it's not really doing well, but he knows a lot of money, and but somehow he thinks, hey, I want to do good. So he dons some superhero-esque armor on, but he's fighting along with a superhero group called the Actioneers, and all seems well. He's becoming famous. People know him. He's learning the ropes. And then, but he has also some episodes, like here when he's making love with his wife. Now, what happens is one of the Actioneer superheroes comes to talk to him and say, "Hey, thank you for what's happening and that you saved us and rounding up the bad guys." But then this is happening. Now, what happened is that once in the blue moon, once a month, when the moon is up, he is losing total control. Gary doesn't know that, but he's feeling very, very guilty, and he's very angry at Zachariah. And Zachariah explains what happens, but also Zachariah is not all who he is, supposed to be. Well, he has a secrets. Let's leave it at that. But then also other werewolves. So there's a tribe of werewolves, and they have a beef with Zachariah, right? And basically he is saying that he is, why are you protecting this vampire? So he's getting attacked. And it seems that Gary has the blood of an elder in him. Now, there is a secret on itself that I'm not going to spoil, but let's say that Gary here and this whole Wolf-Man book, it has a very, like the image feel. It feels like the image book from, like I said before, like Invincible. And has a little bit the same tone. He's a good guy, but it has some bloody bits in here, and there's a lot of action, and the action looks cool, and there are some interesting characters as well. And also, this is happening a little bit spoiler, but it was all a ruse. But then it seems that the Actioneers saw that, well, he killed one of their members, and then want to take revenge. And there is more to that. So the daughter is also finding out that his dad or her dad is, a werewolf, and he's now in this feral state. The covers looks nice too, and there's a lot of superhero stuff going on, but also a lot of characterization, because at one point things go horribly wrong, and Gary feels responsible for that. But not only that, his closest family member is turning against him because of what's happening, and cannot show everything. And that has a story on itself. There's a lot of twists and turns here, and at some point he's also getting, hunted. Oh, what's happening here? Just give me a sec. He's hunted by this Bureau of Global Emergency or something. From Invincible. There is a guy called Cecil. He has that Guardians of the Globe. They are basically hunting him, and there's a fight. And he's also being found by this elder. And the elder also trains him, right? Because of what happened. Because of what happened, people are not trusting anymore. It's all over the news, and he's a killer. So he's basically looking for answers. So he's going into the woods. He's finding this elder. This elder trains him. And we see also a backstory of Zachariah, how he became a vampire. And there's a lot of here, man. It's really fun. And we have Invincible himself. And then Ryan Udley takes over, and the art immediately improves. Don't get me wrong. The other art is appealing, but Ryan Udley is, in my opinion, the better artist. I mean, if you like Invincible, it's this, then you will like Wolf-Man as well. And the art is, it's just big, bulky monsters here. Is an example. A lot of action, like I said before. I like it when there is, he's being hunted, but also being taken into custody at one point. And then he helps, his daughter is missing. But then he also is being found out by a guy that is in prison that wants to use his ability, wants to escape. And that guy has superpowers too. And basically the premise of that particular storyline is that he wants to destroy America because he thinks America is weak, and he has the means to make the country better by destroying it. We're also getting introduced to a lot of new cool superheroes, but also super villain origin stories. For instance, this woman who is a super genius, and he is basically recruiting these super villains, and they say, hey, let's take out the big baddie that's gonna hunt us, right? And that is none other than Wolf-Man. So they are hunting the Wolf-Man. Everything goes wrong, and he's getting, he's in prison. Now, there is some things in here that I don't like. I cannot go into spoiler territory too much, but let's say, since he is a killer, because he's killed someone, a lot of these police guards are saying that he's a murderer, but which is really weird, because I mean, this whole vault is filled with murderers and bad people, right? But it seems that Robert Kirkman ramped up that particular part, and and he's now basically the biggest criminal that there is, although it makes no sense because yeah, he murdered someone, but I think they are what is the word? It's a little bit out of proportion, I think. So this is the guy that wants to recruit him, but then he's killed a lot of guards because he's losing his sanity more. And this guy has a lot of leeway, and they are and also there's a fight between that happens again, sorry, between him and Zachariah. Again, I'm not going to spoil too much, but overall, this is a very good, fun book. I guess you're really getting pulled in. And like I said, there's a couple of things in here that I think, I don't know, man, that's a little bit too far-fetched, and why did they made it this way? And it's a little bit, like that. But that's few and far between. I mean, the overall storyline is fun, and I don't know where this is going. I'm 20 issues in. I'm 6 to go, and look at this. It looks great. A lot of people, hunting him with superpowers, also from the bureau, and he is doing now basically a Bruce Banner here when he is, tried to get away from society because of what he's done, and yeah. So I'm not going to spoil the ending because I don't know what the ending is, but what I can show you is, yeah. So there's a lot. There's a lot of them. Look at this. How many pages still left? Sketches, storyboards, explanations, who these characters are, covers, different kind of covers with different poses. Some rejected, some implemented, some of them changes. This is his daughter, Chloe, and the supervillains as well. There's some really fun supervillains in here, just like in Invincible. I like that. And, there's also with the Wolf Clan, that is still going on. And Wolfman himself is in the middle, and he has to, make some tough choices here and there. It makes him human. The villains are cool. The story is cool. And I think this is a very good book. Good series, and you can say, well, Maris is for $54.99. That's a chunk of money if you buy it new. But still, you got over 600, almost 640 pages of content. That is a lot, and it's oversized, and it's a hardcover. You can see how it's there's a word for it. Sewn bind, I guess. Sorry, I'm not familiar with all these English terms, but I try my best. So yeah, this is a big recommend for me, and I think if you like, the Image from 2017, because this was the start of, when all these great books came out, like Invincible, you're definitely gonna like this. Wolfman is a cool character, and just with a lot of superhero books, there is a nice cast of villains and friends that is getting their own little stories and their own little moments. So yeah, big recommend for me. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think about it. What is this? Is this a spoiler? No, but it looks cool. I hope you liked the video. See you next time. Bye-bye.